Alright, hello. My name is Genie, or Molten, depending on what you know me as. This video is probably going to be primarily a tour, but it's also going to be my plans for the future, and also be like a future checkup thing. It- Basically, it's going to be tour first. I'm going to go through all the structures and stuff I've done in my world so far. And secondly, it's going to be a like a pinpoint so I can see how I've progressed in a year, because I'm going to make a second video a year from now. See how I've done in a year of progress. And it's also going to be a bunch of my future goals so you could see what to expect next year. Well, anyway, I'm going to be showing most of the structures as like from what I mostly frequent, places I frequent a lot, to the places I don't really go to, the least. I'll try to stick to that. But anyway, this, as you saw, is the entrance to my storage room where I store pretty much all my stuff. There's some deep storage, but we have my Mossy Cabo storage for, we just have the special items. Nothing crazy is really storage in here. Only this is where most of the main stuff that I would say is the cool stuff stored. You have my iron store. This is all the iron I own, all the gold I own, all my redstone. Trying to get a full redstone chest. That's the goal. All the coal and more coal because I ran out of storage. Got all the lapis, got all the diamonds. 3 stacks and 13 is the best I could do. We have the flint. And my dog. If you see a dog in this video, his name's Sparky. They're all named Sparky. Well, not they're all named Sparky, but this dog just moves around really fast. He's just a really fast dog. This is one of my storage rooms. It's not really that crazy. The storage room's interiors don't actually really look that good, but we have a lot of sugarcane, 2 double chests, 1 double chest of wheat, working on that. Got a lot of pork. I guess pork's really in, you know, uh, lots of torches. This is just for blocks, deep storage for blocks, bunch of uninteresting blocks that got like a double chest of dirt or something. My tree farm that I'm planning on tearing down, I don't really plan on using this much anymore because, well, it's inconvenient. I can only farm 9 trees. I can only grow 9 trees down here. And finally, I already have a place I grow my trees at. This is just, oh no, it's a relic of the past. I'm probably gonna get rid of it soon enough. This is my stone storage. I have so much cobble that, well, it's just a ridiculous amount of cobblestone. My dog, Sparky, see, told you he's very fast. He's already moved into this room. This room is my cactus and sugarcane growing areas. Got a lot of cactus and also, funny enough, also a lot of sugarcane in this chest. I managed to get some grass down here after leading it down with like you're familiar with the staircase technique in beta 1.7. It's quite laborious, but honestly, the grass is literally like 2 blocks above that wood, so it's really not that much work. This room's probably also going to get changed or completely altered or changed permanently because one, you don't need to farm cactus like this. There's ways to automate this even in beta. It's one of the easiest crops to automate. Um, but also there's the situation with this is a really inconvenient way to have 1, 2 farming areas, and the rest of this is just dead space like this, useless. This, useless. These are quite cool, so I'm probably gonna keep those. But like, look at all this unused area. 2 chests. It could be way better. Expect this to be changed. Nothing is down there. My bedroom. You sleep in here. It's just where I sleep. Have a nice chair, jukebox, desk, big chair to sit in. You could jump through here. You get a secret, what should I call it? Disco room. Quite nice. I do like my secret disco rooms. I'm a huge fan of those. I plan to add more. Probably gonna move this too, because you'll see why in a moment. This is the first wheat farm I built. 4 rooms, all of them full of wheat. I didn't really understand that you probably want wheat farms to be open. I didn't fully get that. This is fine, honestly. The storage is fine. But I didn't really get that these were supposed to be open rooms. And also, you'll see here, you're probably wondering why the fuck this isn't aligned with this. But like why I didn't just make that 3x3 connect up to here and then add something separate down there. Because that's exactly how I did it over here. This is God-given, this is good. And this doesn't need to be changed that much. I just need to make this open. But that I need to completely reconnect, which means my bedroom needs to be moved and altered and whatever. So this is the second meat room, literally the exact same. Nothing's there. And I do plan to add another room there, but that's going to be for something else. Back to here. Funny thing, this is my portal room. You'll see it's made out of iron blocks. Iron blocks in this version look they look pretty good as just like straight up tiles, like clean tiles. I do like them a lot for that. Way more usable than current iron blocks. God, that's way too loud. This is recent. I literally just built this today. For some reason, in all my years of playing on this world, I never thought to build a safe box around my portal because I kept getting bombarded with a bunch of, you're familiar, ghasts and stuff in this version are obnoxious because you can't kill them instantly with their own fireballs. Got this little area up here to walk on in case, whatchamacallit. You could see me building and getting blocks. You see these little boxes here are whenever you hit the pigmen, you can run off and then get a bunch of pork really, really quickly. And I think they also drop gold. I don't remember. But I'm not here to test that. I do like this room. I think it turned out really good. I'm still quite happy with it, even though I just finished it today. And that's pretty much the majority of the interior of my vault. This is a vault. I don't know if I stated that, but this is a vault of mine. Gobble storage. You haven't been over here yet. This is probably one of the biggest rooms in here. I think it is, technically speaking, the biggest. It's my mine. I don't know why. Whenever I built this was a long time ago. Young me was, and still current me to a certain extent, was obsessed with pits and quarry-like structures like this. He loved these. You know that one Tekkit mod pack that adds the quarry thing that digs a giant fucking hole exactly like this? He loves those. He's obsessed with those. Nothing really of value in here, genuinely. Nothing really important here. Usually this is just for cobble and extra stuff. Like after I'm done with the mining session, I come down and I fill it up. Fill up those chests and process everything there. This is the little airlock, just in case, because mobs and stuff can crawl out of there, I think. I don't know. I've never actually seen it happen. I just wanted to be safe. But yeah, this is my main area. This is pretty much everything I have to show. I would open those two chests, but those are spoilers. But just trust me, there's a lot of gunpowder in there. This is the way you get out of my vault. Again, another airlock. I loved airlocks. I still like airlocks. Airlocks are sick. This is the first town, and it only has 3 buildings, but it's what I got. This is my mob farm. I built this. It's literally so simple. They have an area they walk, and sometimes they wander off the sides, and boom. It looks good. I do like the design of it. And it works so well. It doesn't look good, like actually fundamentally look good as like a structure, but it looks good mechanically, and that's what I'm after really. It produces a lot. Those chests were full of gunpowder, and I got a bunch of dynamite around. And yeah, that's pretty much this area. We have whatchamacallit, interiors that these aren't really significant. I just put all the extra drops here whenever I can't be asked to walk all the way back home into my vault every single time whenever I collect. This is where I keep a lot of my wool because I just pass through and have wool on me sometimes. I'm after specifically orange wool for a project I'm going to be working on soon enough. Yeah, this is this project. This was here before all this stuff, and then I built this, and I'm like, probably should have a little platform. Built the platform, and then I built the whole town around it. This is the first railway passing the pyramid. I remember when I said I was going to save all the structures I rarely visit. It's one of those. I never go there ever. Going to my logging depot. I come here fairly often, all things considered. Have some standard things that one would find at a logging depot here. Tower. I do like my towers. You'll see There's a lot of towers and just generally places to look at things from high up. I like them a lot. I, the, everything looks way cooler when you're further you are off the ground. Just the rite of passage. And, I like looking at the farm. You can see all these trees here I all grew myself because I ran out of nowhere in beta 1.7.3 is there going to be birch forests this big. I also grew that forests. All the trees that remain, you'll see are those like obnoxiously large, like big trees. I'm not gonna fuck with those. Those are way too much work. And plus, it prevents the landscape from becoming a barren, nothing land. I do like this tower. I like this little dirt thing I did around it. Don't know what prompted me, why I decided to do it, but it turned out good. Um, this is pretty much where every single last drop of all of my everything, like my wood comes from. I'll get to that shed in a moment, but let me take you to the main Molten Irons lumber house. Here's all my wood. I store a lot of wood in here. Um, my birch wood, I've recently started growing it. It doesn't actually grow plentifully enough around for you to get enough of it. Just a bunch of general stuff, a lot of pork just to keep me fed, and just stuff around. Got an upstairs. I was really obsessed with like the walkable upstairs areas with the fences, like they come in the OG Minecraft buildings. But yeah, this was terraformed flat. I wanted it flat for some reason. I don't know why I built this all the way over here, but I'm guessing it's because I have a couple memories resurfacing, but I don't actually fully remember why I built this. I built it with such an intense. Look at all this storage potential. It has so much room, but like those chests in there aren't even full. Like you saw those. Those weren't full at all. I don't know what I was doing there. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. But yeah, this is this area. Sometimes you can see, if you go out, there's plenty of big trees to chop, but I don't really bother with those. But yeah, that's pretty much this place. Here, I gotta get my orange wool. I need a lot of orange wool, and I think it's yellow wool and red wool, and black and gray wool. The black wool I think I have enough of, but I doubt I have enough gray wool. And I know I have enough white wool because, well, every sheep starts with white wool, and I could turn all that string from my farm, my mob farm, into white wool. It's really nice. I didn't actually think you can make string into white wool in this version, but I recently found that out. That's so good because that means basically infinite wool. As long as I have the dye to dye the wool, I can make infinite wool. That's my basically love garden-esque thing. I put signs there for people I like. If they want to sign, put a sign there. If you want to sign, comment what you want your quote to be and what your name should be, or I'll just copy your thing. Things from Molten Iron to do. Um, basically just a bunch of lists. I'll come back here, but we're gonna go finally address this pyramid situation thing. Uh, right here, it looks kind of cool from the outside, and I really wanted to have a temple. But once I got to the interior, I realized I have no fucking clue what I actually want the interior of this motherfucker to look like. So I left it. And I'm probably just going to leave it for a while. I don't know if I'm ever actually, when I'm going to come back to it. I probably will eventually, but I'm just going to leave it for now. Heart, it's kind of like a love garden thing. I love Stampy, huge Stampy fan. Um, this is my fishing area. I fish here. I love fishing. Well, I don't love fishing, but it's a nice, when I'm relaxing, it's a really easy to just sit back and just, I throw a fish, throw a line, and you fished in Minecraft before. I would assume if you're watching a beta 1.7.3 like server or world tour, you've probably seen fishing before in Minecraft. So I doubt I need to break it down for you. I was supposed to catch something a little sooner. Oh, I missed it. Well, I'm not gonna try anymore. Just wasting more time. Uh, we can take the trap during the darkness. It's actually safe during the night, I think. This, well, I probably should have went inside, but it's fine. There's nothing actually inside it. I just wanted a cool looking train station looking place to store my minecarts, and I plan on. I'll get back into my plans later on. Um, actually, I am just sitting here in this cart. I do plan on making it desert themed because it is in a desert area, so there's no reason for it to be made out of normal bricks. glass. This is much longer than the other track. I do like this track a lot. It is one of my favorite tracks. And this takes you to the quarry. I actually am glad it's nighttime right around when we came here, because whatchamacallit. This place looks way cooler and way better at night. Um, Here, I'll show you. I'm gonna climb up to the top of this rock here. I have a ladder taking me up because I like seeing this place. It's about the third time today I've been up here because it's just so cool to sit up here and just stare at the holes in the ground. Again, something about me, past me, and current me loves giant holes. Oh yeah, look at that. You see the giant voids in the ground. I really needed sand and oh, hi Sparky. I really needed sand and sandstone to make that pyramid over there. Oh, you can't see it from here, but yeah, so this is my solution. I didn't actually understand at the time how to efficiently harvest sandstone from the ground, so this is what I did. And it worked out, honestly, quite nicely. It looks cool too. I generally like this as an aesthetic. I think this place looks sick. I'm probably going to add more on this side in the future. Little misconception about that I thought I would add since I'm here, as I'm walking you to the quarry foreman's house and this quarry storage. A lot of people say you can't MOG in older versions. It's not true. It just requires a little bit of a trick to it with the water. You have to be holding down spacebar because whenever the momentum, ooh, gold and iron, I'll take those, just transfers straight into you. But if you hold down spacebar, you're swimming upwards, and it's whatchamacallit. It breaks your fall like I did there. I was holding spacebar, so I didn't take any damage. But if I didn't, I would have taken a load of hurt. Or to hurt. My storage room. This is where I put all my stuff. Bunch of sand blocks. Bunch of sand. Truly a lot of sand. Oh, it actually. It's not sand. Bit of sandstone. Not nearly as much sandstone as sand, but I can make more sandstone with the sand. And a bunch of stone and stone. Running theme for the server is fucking cobblestone, because God, is there so much cobblestone. Let's take a bit of a sleep. Oh, I even have a button. I basically lived out of this place. There was about a 3-day period where there was no quarry here, and it went from no quarry to all this quarry in the span of 3 days of just straight iron pickaxes. I do love this place. Like I said, it is one of my favorite places I've ever built, or mined rather. Um, I got most of the sandstone there was to get, and it just looks sick with the pits in the ground. It's aesthetically pleasing to me. It really is. But we're working our way over to this place over here. Well, while we're walking over to my summer home, I thought I would mention something. I'm pretty sure this seed that I'm using, it's the glacier seed that Ant Venom used, but whenever I spelt this seed, I am 95% certain. I've never actually looked at Ant Venom's world because that wouldn't, if it is actually the same world, one, it would be weird because it's in my world. He's in my world. This is my world, not his. And two, he found a golden apple, and that's one of my biggest goals is find a golden apple. Heard about this sign, Tumbleweed Club. And he knows exactly where to get a golden apple because he found one in his world after a couple months and years of searching. I plan to find one, and when I do, I'm going to build a monument just like his. I don't know when I'm going to find one, but I hope I do. This is one of my summer homes. It's a very centralized area. You can see pretty much everything from here, almost. Nothing really crazy down here. This basement has this weird little symbol here with the iron, gold, and lapis block. I remember it meant something, but I don't remember. It's been lost to history. See, again, I really did like these, whatchamacallit, these little fences here. I was just a huge fan of these. Oh, that's too deep. And I also like towers, like I said. I'm a huge fan of towers. I plan to build more towers. I plan to expand the towers and improve the look of the towers I already have. Yeah, look at this. Telling you, everything looks better when you view it from high up. This is one of the ways I used to get up here from. I didn't actually always have that ladder. I used to walk up there through that. That is most of the world, but there's still a couple more things I want to show you before we go to the final grand reveal. And also, the grand reveal is much better at nighttime, generally speaking. Um, what else is there? I could show you that, and well, that's actually a different thing. I probably don't. That's more into the prospects for the future and what I hope to have done in the future. And my plan is for the future. We have this little thing over here. This is one of those. I used to create stands whenever I first started. These were food stops. Um, Basically, because I would be walking around and I would have no food and it'd be low health and I needed food. This is so old and this area is so safe now, mostly safe. I still need to light up through there, that I would definitely never eat this food because it's been here for so long. It's like the ritual, no reason to. This is actually my old vault door. I used to have a vault door made out of those materials right there. It was a like a 9x9 with 3 blocks on each side, and it was very interesting. I don't know why I broke the blocks every single time I wanted to get in, but it was what I did. We're going to one of the docks and houses I have. You can see the house from here, but the dock, not so much. Go over this hill. We have signs pointing to the direction if I ever lost my way, which is funny because literally the signs could vanish. Don't think I would ever lose my way. Super close. Little mob spawner, skeleton spotter. First spawner I ever found right here. Actually, no, it isn't. I think I found multiple others. I didn't even know this was here. Stumbled across it, and then I'm remembering a little harder. Very cool though. Uh, in another timeline, I actually upgraded this world to 1.0 and further upgraded it to 1.2. Those don't actually work anymore, those versions for me for some reason. I looked it up and couldn't quite figure it out, but there actually used to be a giant cactus farm right there for XP, and I had enchantment set up, and it was a giant 16 by 16 cactus. It was super cool. The efficient chest. It's basically the first dock and only dock I've ever built. Creeper Island. Call this place Creeper Island for a while because I kept getting blown up by creepers. Creepers kept sneaking up on me, and I just kept getting so irritated because I would have a fucking house and shit, get snuck up on by a creeper. Um, Nice stone hut. I built this. There used to be a forest here. I cut it all down because I wanted to have an open area to build a city here. I do plan on building a city. It's going to be like a lava city with lava moats and stuff, and it's going to be like think like Venice. You know how Venice has those um like water. I don't know what they're called. Like it has a bunch of water rivers running through the city that people on boats run through. Think about that, but with lava. I want to do that, but with lava. I think that would be really, really cool. And yeah, it just would be sick. You could view the entire city. The city would fucking glow. And there's already lava right here, which I could immediately put towards that. Actually, I might keep that lava. That lava has been there for a while. It's kind of OG. Ooh, sheep. And only one of these sheep I have to recolor. I only recolor the white sheep because the other sheep are in colors that are actually useful. Come here. All right. We're almost done. There is one more place I want to show. I have yet to show my starter base because obviously I did not always live in the vault. Ooh, another sheep. I didn't. The vaults. I don't want to say it's recent because it's not recent. This is an old world. I don't know if I said that. Probably said it like 3 or 4 times already. Um, but I do have a starter base, which I promised myself I would not strip clean, and it is actually right here beneath our feet. You might have seen it before whenever we walked past, but here it is. This is exactly pretty much how it was whenever I started, except I added a couple of things. I added this jack-o'-lantern like literally a day ago. I added some stuff. Added this jack-o'-lantern, and I added a wall behind the portal because I forgot. And I added the portal back because I completely stripped the portal away and brought it with me because I didn't want to go get more obsidian. Also added glowstone lights. This room's pretty much remained unchanged, but for you guys, you've never seen it before, so this is what this room looks like. I added this. Well, this already existed, but it was again made of stone on the inside. It didn't actually have like you couldn't actually, see the lapis. It didn't go all the way, and it just was suddenly stone and stuff. So I added a jack-o'-lantern. And this room was completely stone. and I decided to completely rework it and add lapis and a bunch of slabs and stuff and let it up. It looks good. It took me a while to get it, and I stripped it clean of all of its wheat, so it just was barren. It was very funny. That is about 95% of it. There's one more thing I guess I could show you, and also I want to pick up stuff from my spawner. I don't think this works, but if it did, that would be funny. That'd be very funny if it works. I remember that I encountered some form of issue with it. Uh, I don't fully remember what that issue was. Oh, you get the idea. I'm sure you've seen a farm like this before. Ah, yes, that's the issue. Yeah, I don't know how to fix this. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, maybe if I made it smaller. Um, but, oh, hi, Sparky. Um, yeah, that's a thing. I want to get that working, but it's a lot of work because I want more flowers. Flowers are very good. It's a big decoration I use, especially roses. Roses are a classic decoration. Sun's setting though. I'm gonna collect some loot, and I think, like I said, the tower is best viewed at night. It's true. If you view it at night, it'll be a much prettier, generally looking tower. Got a bunch of loot stuff here that I want to deposit. Oh, I didn't mean to go up this ladder. Um, that is the vast majority of the world, though. So, should I get on? Ow, cocksucker. As I'm walking over to this tower, I will get into some of my, I guess, what should we call it? Uh, hmm. Ah, nighttime. I'll get into some of my future prospects and some of my goals. Oh, perfect. Forgot, we're right next to the sign. Main goal, two goals. I want to, these aren't written, but I want to find a golden apple. That's a big goal. I want to get a gold and build a golden apple shrine just like Venom has. Pretty much, pretty much gonna copy his exact fucking design. It looks sick. I want one of those bad. And I want to turn this into a Sky Island base. And I have a couple other things that I'm going to be doing that are guaranteed, but those are the main ones that I want to deeply have done. This is going to be sick. I love this tower. I want to make it look less shit because right now it just looks like a stone column with wood stuff. I wanted to actually do stuff with it, but I decided, well, I didn't decide. No, I just didn't end up doing anything with it. It's pretty much the exact same situation as this, but it is pretty much the center of everything I built. Can be pretty much everything you've seen today can be viewed, except for probably that flower farm, can be viewed from this. And as nighttime befalls the land, feast your eyes. You can see the tower over there. It's lit up. The pyramid, all the lands. You can see the railroad. This used to be cooler because the pyramid actually blocks out that, but I think it looks sick. I don't. And it's hard to see it from here, but you can see the lines of the quarry right here. Quarry, it doesn't load in great from this angle, but that's the world. This is my, as Stampy would say, my lovely world. Stampy's lovely world. My lovely world. Spent a long time working on this. It I think I started in late 2021 or 2020, sometime between there. Um, I have a lot of goals for this world, a lot of ambitions. Like I said, while I was down there, I want to find a golden apple in a year. In a year, this is my in a year goals. I want to find a golden apple, and I want to have a shrine built for it. And oh, yes, I want to build that into a sky island because right now it's just a block. It would be so much cooler if that was a sky island. That would be so much more sick. Imagine that that was a sky island. Could easily transform it into something like that. Oh, yes. Time for that. Well, I could try to clutch it, but if I try to clutch it, it's going to add like 3 minutes of time, and I'm going to respawn all the way over there. So, best not to, best play it safe. No reason to actually clutch it. Um, Now the video is changing into a different segment called future ambitions. Those are my goals, but ambitions in my mind are different than goals because they're things that are more current. Those are more of like passive background things, even though it's weird to say that those are passive, even though those are all active tasks. A big thing that I'm working on, I'm going to take you to it after I sleep in my bed over here. This is a really cool area I found. In another timeline, again, I'm bringing up that alternative timeline where I played and 1.0. But this is a beta 1.7 world. I'm not updating this at all. This is going to be my beta 1.7 world. I saved the backup whenever it's still beta 1.7. So I have, I think, 2, maybe 3 places I want to visit. You might have seen it. We're actually going to be going up there, and we're going to be talking about my ambitions for building a new kingdom. Not less of a kingdom, more of like a bastion kind of thing, like a military place with a moat and a wall. Bastard skeleton, or googly, as Stampy would say. Lots of trees. They're all natural trees. I didn't grow any of these. These are just here. Now this is a very flat area with a little bit of differentiation. I'm actually going to be flattening it even more. As you can see, I'm going to completely carve out this little thing here. It does look a little weird, honestly, but I don't think it looks that weird. So I'm just going to run with it and just carve out all this and flatten it out proper. And this is going to be a location of a castle. I'll even build a tower and expansion of it right up there. But over here, you can see I already have a ladder built. I do like my towers built on high places, so I'm going to be building a tower all the way up here. I've gotten started on it today. I was working on this today. Got my bed up here, lit up. I actually died once. I fell off because I got shut up by a skeleton and a creeper blew up. It killed me. So it was kind of just a compound thing, but ow. It's hard to press space and do the clutch. Maybe that's why nobody ever mentions that it's possible. Grabbing some wool. But that's going to be its own whole like area. I'm going to add walls. Or I plan to add walls, even though it kind of already naturally has its own walls. Also, I don't know if I've said this. If you ever see like a block of wool and like a flower next to them, that means a sheep died there. And whenever I first started this world, I was very sad. I got sad whenever I killed a sheep. I've grown slightly, and with that growth, I've given slightly less of a fuck about sheep. I don't know. Sometimes whenever I was younger, I would accidentally left click a sheep with my sword and instantly one hit wombo combo the motherfucker, and it was just like, oh, that's rough. I felt so sad, so I built the memorials. Like right over here, there's one. Right here. There's even one buried in the ground that got lost to time because it was so old. Believe it to be the first one. We're going to be going on a little bit of a journey here. This is a bit of a faraway place. This is another area I plan to colonize. Oh, nice Bart. Nice Bart. This area is what I like to call Dog Nose Point. There's a lot of Sparkies there. A lot of the Sparkies there. This is all natural terrain generation. You gotta love the beta 1.7.3 terrain generation. Truly some of the best, most interesting terrain generation ever. I wouldn't go quite as far to say it's good, but it's definitely fun. It doesn't need to be good. Can you see it from here? Almost. You could almost see it from here. It is a bit of a jog. I'm going to build an entire track all the way from that place we just came from, that with my spawner and stuff, with my farm and such. I'm gonna build an entire track all the way through this forest. going to be quite the journey though. Uh, it's going to go over this. You're gonna see it. It's not like a lake, but like a reservoir. What's the word for like an empty a basin? I think that's the word for it. It's like an empty lake because that's kind of what this place is. It's like yeah, you get what I mean. It's an open place that kind of looks like it's a basin. It looks like there was a bunch of water here at one point, but like most of the water dried up. It's a nice place. I actually really like this area. I'm gonna be building a bridge over it though. Progress is progress, like the monster once said. Um, haven't actually built up here yet. I think I lit it up a bit, but that's probably the extent of what I've done. Um, yeah, here we are. We're here. Um, Jesus, forgot which. Oh, I remember. This is one of those other things I'm working on. It's quite neat. I do like it a lot. It's gonna be no cuts in this video. I don't know if you're this far in, you've probably come to terms with that fact already. You've probably already realized that there's no cuts. This is what I like to call this area that we're in. It's called Dognose Point, and you're gonna see why in a moment. So these are all Sparky. Sparky, like I said, is just a very fast dog, and he can shadow clone Jitsu like himself around very quickly. It's if you've ever watched Assassination Classroom and you've seen that one scene where he's like shadowing all of them and teaching them all stuff. That's basically what Sparky's doing. And he's also over here too. Very efficient dog. This is going to be since it's such a high up plateau. It kind of makes me feel like it's his. This looks like the thing that Ant Venom was talking about. I don't think I spelled glacier right there. I will die on this hill. But this place is literally perfect. It's so defendable. You build a wall around it. You could build a fucking lava moat. There's so many ideas you could do up here. So that's probably going to be not my next project, but like my next project. Because I get bored of doing certain things, and certain things get a little boring after doing them for a while. And there's more stuff I didn't show in this video because it's a little bit mundane, but this is a very big world. It's old, like I said, 2020, 2021, which is crazy to say because that doesn't feel that old, but that was about 5 or 6 years ago at this point. I have good aspirations. I have a lot of plans for this world. It's not dying yet. Um, hmm. Well, as I'm walking back to my base to get started back on the grind and what I was doing, I want to end this video off by thanking my family, my friends, for making it possible. Thanking Xander, if you're watching. Thank you, Xander. He knows who he is if he is watching. Um, and thanking Ant Venom. He inspired me a lot to do a beta 1.7 world. Search of the Golden Apple type thing. Thanking Team Avo. Those guys. I love Team Avo. Love their videos. Huge fan of them. If you know, you know. What else? Is there any other final ending off credit things I need to speak of? I think that's it. Anyway, thank you for watching. Uh, do check up in a year to see how the world's gone. I would like to show it to see. It would be interesting to see how much I've improved it in 1 year. I've actually setting goals. I've never set goals before now, so anyway, thank you for watching. Goodbye.